Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Abby. I'm with Fitness is Medicine, and today is all about the core. So warm up for 5 to 10 minutes, get your heart rate up a little, get your muscles warm, and come in here ready to move. We are going to start with a plank today. There are many different ways you can do a plank. If you use the countertop or a chair, I just want to do a quick demonstration. You always still use the same form as far as your shoulders are down. Your shoulders are directly over your hands and your head is still in a good alignment with the rest of your spine. So it's the same muscles, it's just a shorter lever. Okay, so today I'm going to do it on my elbows. You can do your plank on your hands, on your elbows, on your knees. There's a lot of different ways. We're going to go for 30 seconds here. So you want to keep everything in a good alignment here. No hips up. You want to keep those hips nice and flat. Head still in line with the rest of that spine. Now, there's little things you can do if you're starting to get really tired. You can put one knee down, put the other knee down. You can spread your feet apart a little, give yourself a little wider base of support. And then, of course, you can always lower down to your knees to make that a little bit easier. And rest. Okay, so we just did that for 30 seconds. You can start with 10 seconds, 15 seconds. There's a lot of things we can do to add to those planks as well, but for now we're just doing a straight plank. Okay, next we're going to flip over on your back. Knees bent, back flat. So when you lay down in this position, think about doing a little bit of a posterior pelvic tilt and pressing your back down into the floor. We are going to do penguin abs. So what I want you to think about is a rope pulling your chest to the ceiling. So you're going to lift your shoulder blades up off the floor, not crunching like this. We want to keep everything in a good alignment. So pulling up and then reaching side to side towards your heels. Breathe. 4, 5, and then you can come down in between too if you need to come down, and then keep going. 9, 10, and 10. All right, good. Okay, now we're going to stay in this position and we're going to do bicycle abs. So again, think about flattening your back to the floor. We're going to essentially be switching your legs from straight to bent. Now, if you can, we're going to do that with both feet up off the floor. If you're feeling this in your back, stop, readjust, go again. Also, you can put one foot down and keep the other one off the floor, or put like the one that's out down, keep this one off the floor. There's kind of a lot of ways you can mix it up to make it doable for you. So if this is too much, you can also keep that straight leg a little bit more bent. So there's a few different modifications you can make there if you are having back pain or if it's just too challenging. So bicycle abs, try to do 10 on each side. All right, good. Now we are going to grab a ball if you have one. If you don't have one, you can just do this lying flat on the floor, lifting your shoulders up just a little. So your core is more than just right here. Your core is basically from here to here, your whole core. So we are going to do back extension now. So if you have a ball, come onto your hips here. You may need to put your feet up against a wall so you don't slide. Cross your arms across your chest, kind of roll down over the ball, and just pull up to neutral. Hold it for 2 or 3 seconds, and back down. Control your breath. Do not hold your breath here. Good. So just neutral here. I don't want any hyperextension. If you need to, if that's too challenging, you can put your hands on the floor and just pull up a little. I'm not putting any pressure on my hands, but that way you have that a little bit of extra balance, a little extra kind of leverage. Let's do 3 more. Keep breathing. 9, Like I said, if you feel like you're sliding here like that, you can just put your feet right up against a wall and then you won't be traveling anywhere. That takes that aspect out of the equation. Okay, great. Now we're going to lower back down to the floor into a side plank. Again, lots of ways we can do this. I'm going to go onto my elbows and stack my feet. You can do it from your hand. Again, regardless if you're on your hand or your elbow, I want it directly beneath your shoulder. It's much easier, first of all, but it's also easier on your shoulder. If you're out here, it's putting a lot of pressure on that shoulder, and you don't want that. So you want to be in a stacked hips, stacked shoulders, and come on up. So there's a couple different ways we can do this. If you are new to this and want to give it a shot, you can come up onto your knee like this. Everything is still stacked though. Keep working on where you're at. If this is too much, if everything stacked is too much, you can put that top foot in front. Now again, head in line here. Commonly with side plank, people kind of want to do this. Keep everything stacked. Again, if you need to, bring that bottom knee underneath you. We've got 5 more seconds. And rest. Okay, now we're going to flip over to the other side. You may find one side feels a little easier than the other. Again, you can we'll start our 30 seconds here. Start where you feel stacked. Shoulders stacked, head in line with your spine, tummy nice and tight, elbow or hand directly beneath your shoulder here. If you'd like to try it, you can try it with your feet stacked. You can put one arm up for some leverage. Put one foot in front. Importantly, don't hold your breath. Keep breathing. Keep this stacked. Don't have the tendency to do this. Open that up. 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, good. Side planks can be really challenging, so implementing all of those little tricks to help you hold it is a great way to get through it. You don't even have to hold it for 30 seconds. If you can hold it for 10 seconds and then begin to work towards longer. Okay, the final one we're going to do is up. So make sure you get up slowly so you don't feel lightheaded or dizzy. And we're going to grab a weight, a heavy weight, if you have one. So I have a kettlebell here. Make sure you pick it up with good form. We are going to do a weighted carry or a farmer carry. So what you do is grab a weight in one hand, then find a mirror or just really envision that your shoulders are level, your hips are level, your tummy is engaged. Now carrying around a heavy object on one side takes core strength. So we are going to walk slowly up and down maybe a hallway. So about 30 seconds or so on one side, really focusing on keeping that core nice and tight, keeping your shoulders level. Commonly when you're carrying a heavy weight, people start to do this, right? They're carrying a heavy bucket, they're carrying their watering can, maybe groceries, your suitcase. Those are all heavy objects that we tend to carry on a regular basis. So this is something you can do to keep your core strong, to help you be able to do that without injuring yourself. All right, after about 30 seconds, we're going to switch sides. So now I'm going to carry it with my other hand, nice and level, nice and slowly. If you don't have a heavy weight, you don't have to carry a kettlebell. You could carry, a weight plate that I've got here. You could carry a bucket of water. You could carry a gallon of milk. There's a lot of different ways you can carry heavy objects. If you have a suitcase packed and you're traveling somewhere, grab that. Now, if you don't feel this, try to find something heavier. You should be feeling it across here and on the opposite side. If you're not feeling it, try something heavier. If it's feeling too much and you're feeling it in your back, grab something lighter. So like I said, walk slowly up and down your hallway, really focusing on tightening your core and keeping your shoulders and everything as level as possible. Okay, that's our core workout for today. If you can, go ahead and repeat through it. The other thing you can do is add some of these into your regular workout. or add some, maybe add one every day. You can do a plank in the morning, maybe do your penguin abs the next morning, that type of thing. All right, thank you everybody. If you have any questions, leave a message or comment, and have a great workout. Thank you so much.